Hey guys, Bitcoin Owen here. The one doubt that's in my mind about Bitcoin is how are governments going to fund their operations, basically. How are governments going to raise taxes? How are they going to tax a Bitcoin economy, basically? The Irish government would have no leverage when it comes, international leverage really, when it comes to Bitcoin. We have only 5 million people in this country and there are 8 billion people globally. So we would not be able to get support, we'll say, and drum up support and get international agreement, basically, an international consensus on how to tax Bitcoin transactions. But unless we find a way to this, Bitcoin is not going to be the answer to all our problems, basically, because governments will find fault with Bitcoin and they will drag their heels and they will come up with reasons, and the main reason is governments can't survive on a Bitcoin standard. There's no way for a government to implement a tax regime, basically, when everyone is using Bitcoin in the economy. And Trump has taken to buying Bitcoin, basically, and creating and establishing a strategic Bitcoin reserve. That's fine. You could buy 1 million Bitcoin, basically. Our strategy is trying to do. Strategy is more than halfway there. The corporation in America under Michael Saylor. But when all that Bitcoin is spent, then what are you going to do? You need a way to charge tax, basically, on a recurring basis, on an annual recurring basis at least, to generate tax revenues, and Bitcoin does not provide that in its present form. The government could try to edit the software, but Bitcoin is decentralized and there has to be consensus, basically, amongst all of the users of Bitcoin that the change is warranted, the change to the software code. They could try, the government would have to drum up support, basically, and it's hard to see how this is going to work out, to be honest. Nobody seems to be talking about it and nobody has a solution. I've asked this question numerous times on X, and you get criticised high up and ridiculed on X, basically, and they all unsubscribe from you. Be sure to subscribe, folks, if you want to see more videos like this.